Imagine you have a headphone, and then this headphone, it's like an MP3. You don't need to um, plug it into an MP3. It's just in the whole thing, in the thing called headphones. It has an MP3. All you gotta do is just connect a USB link to a PC and then load your songs. And then you go out in the street and it automatically shovels over your 12,354 songs, and it'd be awesome if people don't just stare at you and like, who the hell is this guy with all the walking the street and with his freaking big headphones on his head? Doesn't he have small headphones, like earphones, and like you're like, no, earphones are for kids and for freaking people that are scared to know that other people looking at them. And you're like, yeah, I'm using these because these are awesome. These give me full bass potential, and I want to hear everything in that music I'm listening to. And these small earphones are just like, no. When people are with us, they're still staring at you, and you're going over to every person and like, hey, person, can you just stop staring at me? And he's like, well, I can't do that. I can't guarantee since you have this freaking gigantic headphones over your head. And you're like, but I'm innocent. I need just a little bit of privacy and use my freaking headphones the way I want it. They're like, no, you're in the street right now. We own you because we're the people in the street. And then you go home crying and you freaking find your laptop where? Like, it's in your room, I guess. I guess your laptop is in your room, and then you go over it, and this is your laptop. It's like over here, and you go over it, and you're the only one in the whole room. And even though you wanted to use these headphones outside, and you're like, man, screw these headphones, I'm just gonna use my laptop. And then you use your laptop sound outside, and like, bam, 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 then your sister or brother, or just let's just say this is a relative. Where's the R? Okay, R. This is a relative, okay? This is a relative coming over to your room, and they're like, man, this song doesn't even... Just turn it off, and you're like, man, I'm home. I need a little bit of... I just want to listen to songs. She's like, no, you don't own a home. This is our home. We share this shit. You gotta follow the rules, and the rules say that you shouldn't annoy other people living in the same freaking house as you are. And then you're like, well, I better go outside and listen to music alone, but you can't take this friggin' big laptop with you. You're saying, oh, well, I'm gonna get back to these headphones because they're, well, nice and small enough. And then you go outside and have the same conversation with the same people outside, and then you came back home, and then like, well, I better find someplace at home that people can't hear this music coming out of my laptop, so I can listen to it alone. And then you're like, you go over the roof, and this is the roof of your house, and it's friggin' scary, and the walls, like, not even 2 bricks big. It's like friggin' you can see everything out there when you're laying down because your head is big. So you're on the roof and you're listening to music, and you're not even using the headphones because you're home, and then you're using the laptop, like the outside sound, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna use the speakers because I'm freaking alone right here, and this the roof, and then some person randomly was on the other roof just nearby your place, and he's like, man, who's this crazy kid listening to music? And I'm just gonna go tell his father, tell him to shut up, and then he goes back down, and then goes to your house and knocks the door. Hey man, your son or your brother or whatever relative is in the roof making noise or something, and then this relative goes to the roof and he finds me over here and listening to music, and I'm like, hey man, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, well, everybody else don't want me to listen to music outside or even inside, so I'm just outside, inside at the same time. It's like, no man, you don't do that. You just can't. So your brother or this relative person just made up a rule saying you can't play music on the roof, because people on other roofs might be annoyed by the music you're listening to, and so you're like over here on this shitty bad ceiling roof that you don't even want to be on, and you're still on it because you just want to listen to one freaking song peacefully, but everybody else in the whole world hates you, and then you're like, you go back to your room that is almost a wall away from other people's room, and you're like, man, I'm home and I still can't use my freaking laptop speakers, so I'm just gonna use a headphone. And then you're using the headphone, you're listening to music, and then you put it on the max, and it's like friggin' it's like 48 kilo megahertz thingies, and you're like, there's so little sound that's coming out that just sounds. This little sound just sounds pretty much as noisy as a phone inside a pocket. It's like bzz, bzz, and what do you call what kind of phones do you use? It's like an iPhone. Okay, so it's like you know the friggin' song, and it's like so little, so tiny sounds. This is the same thing coming out of your headphones, and then this other person comes over to your room and tries to be nice and like, hey, but you're not listening because you got the headphones on and you're not in the street, and so you need to listen to who's in your home because you're a friggin' listener. And then they come over and take off your headphones, and you're like, you're freaking shocked right now. This other sibling is like, dude, you're gonna die. Don't use these headphones, because don't put them on max at least or something, bro. Just go do something productive. And you're like, I just want to listen to just a one freaking song completely at 3.5 minutes of lyrics and music. Can I do that? And she goes over like, man, you can do a lot of productive stuff in 3.5 seconds. She gives you that lecture where like, wow, you can be productive in this time, and instead of being a lazy brat and farting and listening to these headphones, and then this person doesn't really hurt your feeling. It's just shocking you. So you're listening all the way, and then you wanna tell this person that that it's pissing you off, but you kept it in because you want to still listen to that song, and you're wishing this person would go back to their room and leave you alone. So you're over here listening to the whole lecture that was about 25 minutes, and you could have listened to about 48 songs in that time, and you just wanted to listen to one friggin' song, but you had to listen to this person instead, and now you're over here wondering why I couldn't listen to this friggin' song anywhere. I just want to listen to it because I bought it online and I want to friggin' enjoy it, and the whole world is against me. What the hell? And no, and then you just go back to the point where I want a middle solution. So you're not really outside and inside. The roof wasn't a good choice. So you just sit in front of your house. This is the stairway. You just sit on it, and you're like, I'm going to use this headphones in B3, and you just put it on and put it on max, and then you friggin' listen to the song, and now this is your favorite place in the whole world. The stairway of your house. The end.